hear it. I know even through my microphone, you can hear this wind, you can hear the rain, and it's really the wind that's the issue right now, causing all of this damage. And it doesn't appear that this flooding is going to get any better anytime soon.
They're calling it Central Florida.
As well, the effects of this storm. Those are pictures right now from Siesta Key, where Milton made landfall around 8:30 this evening, and we have just been witnessing, Greg, some powerful images. We saw the transformer blow in Tampa. We've seen the roof come apart where our crew is staying, and we saw Tropicana Field, the top of that.
Orange County. Nick, you're in Winter Garden. How are things there? We can tell it's absolutely pouring.
Yeah, we wanted to relocate here because this is where one of those heavy rain and wind bands has set up, and it's been here for some time now. This is an east-west downtown street, too, which is aligning with the wind, allowing it to travel through this downtown. You can see here, it is whipping. We just had a gust come through like 15 seconds ago. That probably one of the strongest ones we've seen yet. Here we go again. Downtown Winter Garden still relatively dry. None of the businesses appear to have any flooding issues. There's no major standing water on the street. Of course, I say dry, everything is covered in water right now. The one thing that we're noticing here as we drove around, there's a lot of small tree branches, debris, acorns, like that sort of thing covering the roads right now. Some decent sized branches too. We haven't seen any trees, though there was a report of maybe a medium or smaller sized tree earlier this evening. The other thing that we've noticed about Winter Garden is the police here are making themselves very, very well known. Police and first responders as well. We've seen, I think, at least 4 cop cars, maybe the same ones, but in any case, different instances. But there's 2 parked right around the corner from where we are right now with their lights on, being very visible. There's another one that's roaming around. We came across a fire engine. They are here to watch over the city, respond to anything that's needed, and just like other crews around Central Florida that are here to watch, but these guys are making sure, and men and women I should say, are making sure that people know that they're here at the same time.
For being on with us, what was it like, bud?
It was unlike anything I've ever seen. I mean, the winds were so intense. We had our house, fortified with hurricane shutters, and it was very loud, very unsettling, and then it got really eerily calm when the eye came over us for about an hour, a little bit, hour and a half. Gave us a chance to go outside and assess the damage, brought some lights with us, and a lot of big trees down, a lot of debris, and we thought we were through it. You always hear about the northeast side being the worst part, but we kept hearing about the backside being just as bad, if not worse, and that's the case. We're in the middle of that right now, and it's even more intense than what we saw earlier.
There are so many new residents of Orlando, Central Florida, that are about to hear what would be a similar sound shortly over us. What was it like?
Yeah, I have to say that the worst sound was coming through our fireplace chimney and the flue, and that's really meant to be open, obviously. So that's where we heard most of the sound.
Tiene miedo.
Our windows and doors did their job and have kept the sound out pretty well. But then you start hearing things landing on your roof and hitting your walls outside, and you can't go out and look at it, and you can't see. The system that we installed is one that you can't see out of, so we've been in the dark for a while now.
So far today, 76 Daytona. That's 100 plus miles away from the hurricane, so it's going to get windier, we think, later tonight. 79 Winter Haven, 63 Kissimmee. It's gusting that right now. We're gusting 64 Orlando, 70. We're going to have a lot more wind tonight, and the drier air working through on the south end is going to limit the flood threat here across southern Polk, probably most of central and southern Osceola County, most of central and southern Brevard County, but this northern side is where all the heaviest rain is, and that will travel across. That's 6 o'clock in the morning, moving off by the Space Coast, still with winds of about 80 miles per hour, maybe as high as 85. And if your phone's been going off, those alert tones, we had those for tornado warnings and also for flash flood emergencies. They've already had almost 2 feet of rain over here in Tampa, just incredible water coming down, not fresh water, but freshwater, not seawater. They missed the worst storm surge, but they've got more than they can handle on the rain. Very heavy wind and rain. That's a flash flood emergency here in northern parts of Polk County. This is a flash flood emergency for Claremont, Ocoee, Winter Garden, Orlando, and the rain is going to continue. It just kind of got started with some of this heavier rain. We will not verify 24 inches of rain, but we're going to probably verify a foot when it's all done, and that's going to lead to some flooding from some retention ponds, rivers, all those kinds of things that we saw a couple of years ago from Hurricane Ian. I'm just